Hi, everyone. So nice to connect with you all. I'm very excited to share with you the news that I am starting a program later on relationships. And I want to give you some homework before we do that tonight. I'm very excited because I could feel it. I woke up this morning with this like rush of, I know, happiness inside and connection and yeah, encouragement about the future. So I want to really invite you today, before we start this, to do a little bit of homework or exercise with yourself, reflection, self-reflection. And tonight is about the stereotypes of relationships. So what programming is active in your relationship? What programs are behind in your subconsciousness about your relationship or marriage? Or maybe you're not in a relationship, but what is the programming that's active in you? What's driving you in the subconsciousness? I remember when I got married and the next day we woke up and my wife at the time, we looked at each other and we said, oh my God, I feel different. And I remember we made a list of how we felt about each other and how we felt in the marriage. And I was like, this is not me. And she was the same. This is not me. This is not who I am. This is not my truth. And yet there was very strong belief systems about each other, about our future, about intimacy, about the way we made an effort to get dressed, to be there in the relationship for each other. Everything had changed, and we're like, what's going on here? And we realized that we had stepped into the marriage system, which was my marriage system from my ancestors in the Irish system. My partner at the time, she was Japanese, so she had the Japanese system and the culture active in her system, and all the expectations and pressure about what role she should play there. I had the role of being the husband and the provider, and then getting the good school for the kids, and then getting a nice car, getting a nice house. So all these programs were active in both of us. And we're like, this is not us. This is not the type of relationship or marriage I want. Intimacy changed as well because the belief system popped up in intimacy and pressure about having children. So there was so many programs which was programmed into us about the relationship and about the marriage, which we were absolutely amazed at how strong they were in our systems, because I never even thought about them before. And the minute we stepped into the system, they popped up. So today I would invite you to do a little bit of an exercise with yourself and ask yourself, what comes up when I think about relationships? Or maybe you're in a relationship. What expectations, what's driving me in the relationship? What's ruling me? What's ruining me or ruining the relationship? What parts of me and expectations are there? And where are they coming from? So where are these belief systems coming from? I know even in each country, there's different expectations of marriage, or even engagement, the diamond ring, the carat of the ring, the wedding, how many should be at the wedding, who should be at the wedding, what type of wedding it should be, how much I should spend at this wedding. This is all the mindsets that we're stepping into, which actually isn't belong to it. If we check in, it's not really belong to us. It's belonged to the collective field. It's belonged to our schooling, of our friends, our parents, our families, our ancestors. So where are these expectations? What's active in our system? What mindsets are there? And what is the truth? So this evening, I'm going to work with all these different stereotypes, I called it in the webinar, but it's all these genetic memory fields and patterns that we've taken on, that we live these patterns out, and they're deep in our subconsciousness, and they automatically take us over when we are not aware of it, when we're not conscious. They automatically run us in the way we bring up our children, the way we relate to each other, the way we're in bed with each other, all these different patterns. And they're coming from religion, they're coming from our ancestors, they're coming from the society. So I invite you to reflect on what's active in you around relationships today, what's active in you around intimacy, children, marriage, what's active, and go back a little bit, like a sign, go back in your history. What's your parents' belief systems? What's your ancestors' belief system? Maybe in your relationship, there's different religions, different cultures. So maybe it's a multicultural relationship you're in, then you're going to bring in even more information that maybe is different to each other. So I invite you to reflect, and then this evening, we're going to clear it. And we're going to go back to your truth, back to who you are, and back into your essence, your essence. Connect to the essence of you, and then you can connect to your essence of your partner. What information is in your relationships? Is it your father? Is it your mother? Is it your child? Are you being the child? What's going on? Be aware of what's in the system right here, right now. And then we can change it. And then you can invite your partner in as a partner, an adult into bed, an adult into intimacy. So let's make a change, because they always didn't work. They didn't work. It's time to change them. And it's time to follow your truth and follow who you are as spirit in your relationship, being in your relationship. When your full being is in your relationship, you're connected, and it will thrive and it will blossom, and you'll support each other to grow and to expand, not split away from oneself, not separate from oneself, to thrive. So this whole program is to remembering to thrive and to clear what's in the way of thriving. What mindsets, what patterns are in your system that blocks you from thriving? And we will find that, and I'll support you to do that, and you can do it yourself. So I look forward to seeing you today, this evening, and let's thrive together in our relationships. Have a great day. And yeah, I'm excited with this. I'm really, really excited. And it's going to be a great program. And it's time. I invite you to share this with your friends if you want. It's time that we do this together. Thank you. Have a great day. And looking forward to seeing you later in the program.